We're on Oak Island, North Carolina today, and we're going to take a tour of the East Side Wooded. This is part of my buyer's guide to Oak Island, so let's go take a look. This is one of my favorite views when you get over here and you can see the ocean over the tree line. This is Middleton Avenue, so it's one of the dividing points that you'll hear me talk about on the island. Anything to the right of us is the west side, and anything to the left of us right now is the east side. If you continue straight here, you will get on the beach side. If you continue straight, you'll hit actually direct beach access. You should be able to see a little bit of the ocean when we get up right here on the intersection. This is the intersection of Middleton Avenue and Oak Island Drive. Right is West Oak Island Drive. We're going to turn left and go to East Oak Island Drive. These streets start at First Street, so if you're on First Street, you are close to Middleton Avenue. The fire department has started these cool flags, so pay attention to those when you're coming on the island. It'll tell you what the rip current warning is. Anything to the right of us is southeast. Anything to the north of us, the left of us is northeast. So you'll be able to tell where the house is located. You can also pay attention to the street addresses. Anything in the 100s, you're closer to East Oak Island Drive, therefore closer to beach access. When you see 200s, you're typically in the middle of the street. And the 300s street access is close to the Intercoastal Waterway or East Oak Island Drive. Beach access is a huge question when you are looking at property on Oak Island. In between Middleton Avenue and 39th Street, the only beach accesses are the Scenic Walkways located on Southeast 9th Street, Southeast 20th Street, and Southeast 31st Street. You can access the beach with your golf cart by traveling 40th Street or Middleton Avenue. If you're doing this on the golf cart, you must take East Oak Island Drive, which we will circle around to in just a minute, because you are not allowed to have the golf carts on any street that is over 45 miles an hour. Anything that is 35 miles per hour and under, you can have the golf cart on. So here is one of the Scenic Walkways. Go check those out. They are great little gems on the island. It's a nice way to see the Davis Canal. You can make a walk loop out of it. You could connect to another Scenic Walkway, or you can go walk on the beach. So they don't take very long to get across. They are great accesses, and you should go check them out. I have videos on all three of them. If you want to see what each of them is like, I will link those in this video, so go check those out, as well as there are blogs on each one of them on jordanontheislands.com. As you can see, there is a sidewalk along the right side of East Oak Island Drive, which makes it easy to access the Scenic Walkways. We are coming up on Oak Island Parks and Rec. This access on 31st Street has a kayak launch and rental. You have to go to Oak Island Parks and Rec to pay for the rental and get access to the kayak. But once you do that, you can get on your kayak and travel down the Davis Canal, which is awesome. It's a must-do, so go do that. It's also affordable. All the pricing and instructions are on my blog, jordanontheislands.com. So we're coming up on 40th Street. So we are going to turn right down here and go check out the beach access. Because if you're on the island, aren't you going to the beach? So I want to show you how and what it looks like. So the reason that you don't have beach access in between here is because the Davis Canal cuts up the middle of the island. So to the right of us right here is the Davis Canal, and it's beautiful. So I highly recommend go check out those scenic walkways or go take a kayak on it. And there is a public fishing area right here, or you can sit and swing. It's a beautiful place. There are some beautiful sunsets. So we passed Pelican Drive, and then this is East Dolphin Drive. So East Pelican Drive is closer to Oak Island Drive, and then Dolphin is in the middle of Beach and Pelican. And then we're coming up on East Beach Drive. If you're on East Beach Drive, you're on the beach or on second row. This is 40th Street's public parking and beach access. There is the Atlantic Ocean. There are several accesses on Oak Island that have these accessible walkways, which is an awesome thing that Oak Island has done. Oak Island has also implemented public parking. I have a video and a blog on that. I'll link it here, but again, JordanOnTheIslands.com. We're going to travel back across and make a loop around this area. So we have traveled around Middleton Avenue to 40th Street. So we are going to travel the same distance, but on East Oak Island Drive. And again, East Oak Island Drive is a nice place to take your golf cart. A lot of people ride their bikes. It's less traffic back there, but still be careful and aware because there are still people that will use it as a cut through or travel too fast on that road. So just be aware. Another common question that we get from buyers is about flood insurance. So most of the area in this east side wooded is in the X-flood zone. Unless you're close to the Intercoastal Waterway or the Davis Canal, which you could be in the AE or VE. If you have a question about a piece of property and are curious about the flood zone, you send me a text message or give me a call and I will go check that out for you. My number is 910-712-4747. East Oak Island Drive can be a little difficult to cross sometimes. So if you are traveling down here to get to the beach, sometimes I recommend going a little further down and going to 42nd Street, and then you can turn right and get in the middle lane and then cut left onto 41st Street, and then you would kind of avoid the intersection of East Oak Island Drive and 40th Street because during the summer that can be a little hectic because everybody is trying to get to the beach. This is East Holly Drive. This is also a great one to ride your bike on or to go on a walk. There is less traffic on this road compared to Yacht Drive. So we're coming up on Yacht Drive. Straight across the Intercoastal Waterway, which you can see in front of us, is St. James right here. And if you go straight across here, it is public access. So anywhere you see a stop sign on Yacht Drive, that is a public access if you want to ride your golf cart down there and go watch the boats drive by or just go look at the water. You are allowed. It is not private property. Yacht Drive addresses, this is the road you will be on. Anything on the right of us
is on the Intercoastal Waterway. A lot of these houses have docks. Some of them have boat lifts. It just kind of depends on the house. If you have a question about a particular house, or if you can add a boat slip or add a dock if there is not one, you let me know and I will help you find out that information. Oak Island has a variety of houses. There are a lot of new construction going up, but that's one reason why I love this island is you can get a variety of types of houses with a variety of budgets. So don't be put away when you see some of the higher priced houses. Give me a call and let's find you something that's in your budget. And like I said, anything on the island, really, you can get to the beach. Golf carts are huge on the island. You can literally park your car and be on your golf cart and get to the beach. You can get to restaurants. You can get to the grocery store. You can also go rent bikes. There are e-bikes now at OKI Bike and Paddle. That is a great way to get around the island. Those things can go. So I recommend that as well if you're visiting or if you live here and you want to go have a different experience on the island. They also sell them. So if you're curious about, you want to rent them and then maybe buy one, they will help you out and they're very knowledgeable. Go check out OKI Bike and Paddle. So you can see kind of why we call the wooded size wooded. There are more trees and it is a wooded area. There are still lots on the island, which is great. And we're coming up on Veterans Park, so we're gonna turn in here and let you guys see this. Ooh. So you can fish here, you can sit here and watch the boats go by. It is a great little spot. There is a covered picnic area here as well.
I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you.
Public. And if there's something that you want to be near or you're looking for a certain kind of house, you can let me know and I will help you find it. I am always on the island and I love this place and I would love to help you find your next beach house. There's a variety of types of homes, styles of homes as well on the island, which I really like so that all the houses don't look the same, which is fantastic.
Making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool.
So a lot of the southeast side, which we didn't go down any of that side, but if you're on East Oak Island Drive at the beginning of this video, it's on your right. Those dead end down to the Davis Canal. Those are great little quiet streets. I adore those streets. So anything in the 100s, again, if the higher you are closer to 100, the closer you are to East Oak Island Drive. And then some of these are on the Scenic Walkway, and then again the sidewalk is on that side of the street, which makes it great for beach access. And these streets are great little hidden gems in my opinion. So if you see any of those, that you want to go see, let me know and I'll go take videos. I have a couple of video tours that I'll include on this video that you can go check out. So we're coming up back on Swains Cut Bridge. So as you can see, we've made a loop. I'm going to cut under the bridge, and so now we are on the west side of the island. This is what I recommend doing if you're on the golf cart or biking. It's the safest way to get to the beach if you're going to go down Middleton Avenue, so that you avoid Middleton Avenue and Oak Island Drive, because that can be a little hectic. So we're going to travel down Northwest 1st Street, cut across West Oak Island Drive, go down Southwest 1st Street, and then we are going to take a left, and then I'll show you. It gets so confusing when I'm trying to talk it out, so that's why we're going to drive down here, and I will show you how you do this. So this is Northwest 1st Street, like I said. My girl Jen Anderson just sold this house up here on the left. It's freaking adorable. I'll put a video tour up here so you guys can go check it out. It's on Airbnb now for rental. You should go stay in it. So this is West Oak Island Drive. So we're gonna cut straight across here. And now we're on Southeast 1st Street. As you can see, there's a golf cart ahead of us doing the same thing. So this is the safest way to get to the beach if you're gonna go on this side of the island. It's a great way to access the West Beach as well. So we are gonna turn left right here on White Lane Southwest. And then straight in front of us is Middleton Avenue. So as you can see, we've just kind of cut around.
Kinda not wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling.
So here we go on Middleton Avenue. We're going to cross over this bridge across the Davis Canal. And you can see the Atlantic Ocean right over the golf cart. So from here, you can turn right and go to the West Beach side. You can turn here and go to the East Beach side, wherever you would like to go. Again, here's Pelican. And then we will have Dolphin. So Pelican, again, is closest to Davis Canal or Oak Island Drive. And then Dolphin is closer to Beach Drive. And then here is Beach Drive, and that is how you get to the beach. So that my words don't confuse you. There you go.
Like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind.
Street to 64th Street. So I've tried to divide it up a little bit in the different sections, so it's easier to view as well, so you don't have to sit here for an hour and listen to me talk about Oak Island, unless you want to, because who doesn't love Oak Island? So this is the commercial areas, and if you're located here, you're located near everything that's happening on the island. Again, it just kind of depends on what you want. If you want a quieter area, I can tell you where to go. Right down here is Middleton Park. It's awesome. That's where you have the Friday night concerts, the Monday farmers market, the events that they have throughout. There's a splash pad down there. There's a park. There's a beach cabana with public parking. There are all sorts of restaurants out throughout here. And then right up here you have Publix. So this is the first grocery store. And there are so many restaurants. I will point out a couple, but please don't get mad at me if I don't point out your favorite because I missed it. because there's so many. So bear with me. So there are local restaurants, grocery stores, gas stations down here. There is a mechanic. There are some bars. There are some beach stores. There's the ABC store if you want to make a drink.
Be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind.
There's a vet. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff. Here's the Anchor Inn. They just remodeled. And then up here are the traditional beach stores. There's a local beach store that expanded Strands right here on the left. So traffic on the island is really not that bad usually. It just kind of depends on the time of year and if there's events going on. So here is Food Lion to our right, another grocery store. Go check out. To our left, there are shops. There's an art shop, and she does paintings and painting workshops. They're awesome. Go check those out. There is Putt Putt and an arcade. We are going to pass by Homemade Ice Cream. Go check them out. It is awesome. You'll see me post about them, as well as the homemade granola, the Hippie Trick granola. It's fantastic. I often put those in my closing gifts and recommend them when people move on the island because it's great. So we're going to go down Northeast 46th Street, and again we are going to circle around on Yacht Drive. So I've tried to divide it up so you can kind of see the different areas. As you can see, we're coming up on some people riding their bikes, so that's a huge activity around here. And there really are some great streets to ride down. If you continue straight and around the curve, you will continue on Yacht Drive, which pretty much goes the length of the island. There is a small section that you wiggle across other streets. But for the most part, you stay on East Yacht Drive and you can go from one bridge to the other. So we are going to travel down East Yacht Drive. We are going towards the old bridge. So we are making a circle again. These streets, most of these streets have direct beach access. Not all of them, but most of them. So anything in this area between 40th Street and 64th Street, you are close to restaurants, grocery store, beach accesses. And again, the same thing goes for your house numbers. The 100s are closest to Oak Island Drive. The 300s are closest to where we are, the Yacht Drive / Intercoastal Waterway, and then the 200s are in the middle streets. So all of these houses on the right of us are on the Intercoastal Waterway. Some of them have docks, some of them don't. Either way, you have a water view. You can also be on the left side right here on Yacht Drive and still have a water view. So let me know if you want that. We're coming up on the public boat ramp. There's the parking lot. Parking has changed a little bit since they have implemented public parking, so just be aware. I'm going to drive us up to the boat ramp so you can check it out. It's located on Northeast 55th Street. So if you want to be close to the boat ramp, make sure you're close to Northeast 55th Street. And there's the Intercoastal Waterway. And they do have life jackets that you can borrow. Now, this boat ramp can get a little hectic, especially during holidays, so just be aware of that. If you want to take your boat out when it is busy, get here early. So there's no parking right through here now. There is the parking lot back there, and I have seen vehicles parked on the side of the road right here. But they have now put up these signs, as you can see, the poles. Those are new, so no parking. I know some people will take their boat down. So it takes a couple people. They'll take their boat down. They will get in the boat. Somebody will take the car back, the boat back, the trailer, excuse me, back to the house, and then get on the golf cart and then travel back, or get on their bike and travel back to the boat ramp and then get on the boat that way so you don't have to park the big trailer. Just a tip that I have seen people doing. I was talking, but we passed the Oak Island Nature Center. That is a great place to go check out. They have children's events. They have arts and crafts that you can go check out on a rainy day. There's also a public dock. You can go fish or crabbing. There is covered picnic area there as well. As you can see, that there is some new construction going up on the island. To the left is a beautiful house, which I am working on a video for. I'll post that when it's done. So we're coming up on 40th Street. So I'm just gonna make a circle again because you have seen the Yacht Drive on 40th Street to Middleton Avenue. So as you can see, we're just making little circles so you can see the different areas. So we'll travel up Northeast 40th Street again. So Northeast 40th Street does have some golf cart traffic because of its direct beach access, since 39th Street to Middleton does not have any direct beach access. It's not ever that bad, but just something to be aware of. Drive again. It's a nice place to walk or ride your bike, or to access other streets. So you could cut down here and then go down Northeast 42nd Street and then get in the middle lane and cut left down Southeast 41st Street instead of trying to get across right here at 40th Street and Oak Island Drive. going to do the east side wooded between Northeast 65th Street and Northeast 79th Street, where there are manufactured homes permitted. There's Salt 64. Go check out that restaurant. It's good. So between these streets, it was originally platted and zoned for manufactured homes. You'll find plenty of stick-built houses throughout this area, but the lots are a little smaller because they were zoned for the manufactured homes. This is also the area where you could find a little cheaper of a house. You can also be closer to beach access on these roads because the island narrows a little bit right here. Some of these northeast streets, you can stand in the middle of the street and actually see the beach, which you cannot do where we just came from on Middleton to 64th Street. So that is a big plus about houses and land right here, is that you can be closer to beach access. So again, it just kind of depends on what you're looking for about where you want to be, because there are little pockets of different areas on the island which provide a variety of things for you. So this area of the island is beautiful. As you can see, it's got some great oak trees. New manufactured homes are still permitted in this area. So we're going to turn up right here. That's Hagen & Son Seafood. I highly recommend that. They are great. It's locally owned, family owned. They're fantastic. So we're going to go up Northeast 79th Street and just kind of get a look. You can also see the intercoastal waterway from a lot of the middle of these streets, which you cannot do because if you're on 40th Street is long. That's why you have hundreds, 200s, and 300 numbered of houses. This house right here on the left I have a tour of. It's adorable. It's for rent. So we're coming up on East Oak Island Drive. And as you can see right there, there is the intercoastal waterway. And we're going to loop around again on East Yacht Drive. Like I said before, you can pretty much get from one bridge to the other, one end of the island to the other on Yacht Drive. So it's a great way to travel around the island, especially if you're on a golf cart or a bike. There is less traffic back here. So most of the streets back here are shorter, which is why you are able to see the intercoastal waterway or the beach from these streets. This is a great spot. This is one of my favorites to come video or just take a break for a second. You can see the intercoastal waterway, the little marshy area. There is a public dock right here, so that's where I go relax for a second sometimes. It's a nice shaded spot as well, because so during the summertime you can stop here if you're riding your bike or on your golf cart and want to take a little break. So not all of these streets have direct beach accesses, but these do. So you have 67th, 69th, 70th through 74th, and 76th through 79th has direct beach access. So you can go straight across and get to the beach, and a lot of these streets you can stand in the middle of the street and see the beach. This is a great area to invest in my opinion. So like I said, it just kind of depends on your motivations and your wants and needs, which I can help you determine which area you would like to be in. And hopefully this video is helping you see the different areas and get an idea of the island. So as you can see, there is a variety. There are still manufactured homes throughout this area, but there are a lot of stick-built homes, and there is a lot of new construction that are popping up through this area.
I've seen you in a movie, I heard you in a song. Now I know that this will never go wrong. Like you already knew me, that's why we get along. Yeah, I know that this will never go. Ooh, it's cinematic in the way we connect.
See, these people have been riding down East Oak Island Drive as we've been driving around. So it is a great spot to travel down.
Girl, you're so familiar, I never expected you to be right in my arms. And my favorite part, how you talk in the dark. Oh God, there's something about the sound of you is stuck in my head. I'm hopelessly romanticizing all that you said, even though I see that I'm in too deep.
So we're gonna circle back up towards East Oak Island Drive.
Let you know that I never wanted anyone more. Falling forwards onto the floor. Feels like I felt this feeling before. I've seen you in a movie, I heard you in a song.
Right here, and you go to back on East Yacht Drive, excuse me. This is why I made a video, because trying to explain it is hard sometimes and confusing. So here you go.
Now I know that this will never go wrong. Like you already knew me, that's why we get along. Yeah, I know that this will never go wrong.
So we are on Northeast 65th Street. And right up here is Hippie Chick Granola and homemade ice cream. So Sweet Treats is right here. Sweet Treat Little John's is what you'll see. It is homemade ice cream. It's delicious. Go check them out. It's locally and family owned. They're amazing. And then right across the street is the arcade. And so we are now going to drive down the named streets on Oak Island. This is Yopon area. There's Hagen and Son. You go check that out. Thomas Drug. So this area has a lot of restaurants and local shops as well. I'm going to point out a couple. Bear with me. I'm not going to get them all. There's just a couple of my favorite spots. Oak Island Pier, Coco Cabana is my husband's and I favorite spot in Brunswick County. You are on the pier, you're on the beach, you can see the ocean. Great food, great drinks. Go check it out. Energy Market is another great place that we like to go. Get smoothies and vitamins and whatever else we need. Swains Seafood, that's a good seafood place that I pointed out a second ago. There is the Rip Current flag again. So it is on both sides of the island. So we are closer to the new bridge now. So we are actually going to drive by OKI Bike and Paddle. This is where I was talking about that you can rent e-bikes, paddle boards, you can get surf lessons, you could buy an e-bike. They're a great resource for all adventures on the island, so go check them out. This is Oak Island Hardware. This is another great local spot. Like I said, you can get on your golf cart and not leave the island, and you have everything here. Straight ahead is Country Club Drive. If you turn left at this red light, you're going to go off the island. You turn right, you're going to go down to Caswell, which I have another video that I will link to of Caswell. So if you're on McGlamory Street, you are close to Country Club Road. So on these streets, they go all the way across. They go to the south side, which is on our right, and then the north side, which is on our left. How you can tell how close to the beach you are is by the house numbers. 200's closest to the beach. 300's, you're still on the south side, but you're closest to East Oak Island Drive. And then 400's, you are located on this side, on the north side of the island. You're on the north side of Oak Island Drive. So we are going down McGlamory Street. This is Elizabeth Drive, which is a road that connects to Yacht Drive. As I have talked about before, you can get almost all the way down the island. So see, it connects to Norton and then Womble and then Yacht. It sounds a little complicated, but it's not. I mean, stay straight and you end up right on Country Club Drive. So you really can literally get across the island via this road. So to the right of us is the Intercoastal, and then the left of us are the named streets. So if you see a named street, this is probably the area that you are in. This area does have direct beach access, these streets do. You are close to restaurants and shops, and you are also close to the new bridge, so you are close to access to get off and on the island. Norton down there dead ends, so we are going to turn on Elizabeth Drive. Are going to turn right on Womble Street, and this will continue us down the Intercoastal side of the island. If you turn left, you would hit East Oak Island Drive. You will hear Yopon. You will also hear Long Beach. Long Beach and Yopon and Caswell used to be the three towns on this island. July 1st, 1999, Yopon and Long Beach joined to form Oak Island that we know now, and then Caswell remained Caswell. So it is a separate entity, but I have included that in my Oak Island geography, so we do have a video of Caswell. It's a beautiful area down there. So we are on Elizabeth Drive. And like I said, it's pretty easy. You just stay close to the Intercoastal Waterway and you will wiggle and jiggle around back to Yacht Drive.
I've seen you in a movie, I heard you in a song. Now I know that this will never go wrong. Like you already knew me, that's why we get along. Yeah, I know that this will never go. Ooh, it's cinematic in the way we connected. Girl, you're so familiar, I never expected you to be right in my arms. And my favorite part, how you talk in the dark. Oh God, there's something about the sound of you is stuck in my head. I'm
Questions about flood zone or rental projections, I can find any of that out. You can email me at jordan@jordanontheislands.com or give me a call at 910-712-4747. We are going to go down the first name street. So this street is closest to 79th Street. So it goes 79th Street and then starts all the named streets. Just to give you a little perspective, and we're going to go back to East Oak Island Drive, and that is your East Side Wooded Tour. If you have any questions, you let me know. I hope that this was helpful.
romanticizing all that you said, even though I see that I'm in too deep, I still gotta let you know that I never wanted anyone more. Falling forwards onto the floor, feels like I felt this feeling before. I've seen you in a movie, I heard you in a song.